So now we're working out another spot in the quarterfinals. Carissa Moore and Steph continue to be on this bottom half of the draw. Will they have a rematch in the quarterfinals? We'll be finding out. If they do match up this time, it'll be later in the semis.
Yep. With
Carissa now taking off Sally and Keely Andrew. The Hawaiian starting out the back with a solid first turn. Hungry for more. She'll just clean that up through a messy section. Another one off the roof. And the surfer from the island of Oahu getting on the board. Following that same direction is Sally Fitzgibbons. Sal, a couple of cars will get that quick start. Gonna throw Steph's last wave into that top 5 now, because she was into the 9s as we watch Sally Fitzgibbons' first wave.
Yeah, beautiful wave from Sally. Just solid surfing that we've seen from her so far in this event. And she just looks so solid on her feet, just maneuver after maneuver, just fitting him in. And well, just a nice way to start the heat. Let's have a look at Carissa's, just a little bit more attack. You can see just putting a little bit more power into her turns, finding those little sections to belt up and over there. And another nice turn there from Carissa Moore. She looks so comfortable out here, doesn't she? I mean, it's a super tricky wave, and it takes a certain kind of surfer really to feel at home out here, doesn't it, Joe? Just learning her trade as she goes.
That's right. Watching this one now, Keely Andrew getting started. Keely now setting up her bottom turn. Arcs it. She always likes to throw it vertical. She'll wait for that. And that one's just going to end up unloading on the inside, so she doesn't get the start she wants, and she'll turn around to see Carissa Moore winding up for her first turn. Carves off the top, hits it off the lip, passing Keely now. It's not going to get the finish. Two-term combo, though, to back up a 7.67.
So Carissa ticking the boxes, and you know, you've gone over the criteria, and this is classic surfing right here. Watch this first turn. Just hooking into that maneuver, and right here, bang up straight into the lip. So 2 solid turns, some variety with the speed, the power. And Keely kind of got stuck on her first turn. First maneuver didn't quite connect as she would have liked, and so it did wipe off a lot of speed, and deciding to kick through the back of that. So I'm actually learning from her.
Paddling into this one, we have Keely Andrew. Just looking for a warm-up wave. She'll just be up and out quickly with 20.5 on the clock.
Each time priority changed or whatever, and yeah, it was funny. We had a wave at the start. Taddy kind of snagged right in front of me and took off, and then it kind of made me angry for the rest of the heat. And Nikki wanted the inside at the start, so yeah, I was just lucky that it kind of there's another wave for me in the end, but it was a close one.
And you ended up with priority. Tell us how that occurred, because that really was the key to you winning the heat.
Near the back end of the event, you know, when they're all just firing on all cylinders. Let's have a look at Carissa Moore while we're at the break. This is what she did. Fading back, waiting for it to come through. Bang, another turn right there. She comes off the bottom again. Another swooping maneuver. Just flowing through the lip, bringing it through the inside. She got any more for us? Yes, she does. Throws the tail out and finishes off right next to the rocks. So started with a 7.67, then she drops a 7.90, and now, Joe, have a look at that score.
A 9.57 for Carissa Moore, throwing a lot of variety, finishing. It was just a tough thing to do at Margaret River when you run out of water. We saw Steph Gilmore with the 9.10 in the last heat. Now this 9.57 ties Tyler Wright with the highest single score of the event.
Something that is, you know, it's necessary out here at the main break. But watching her do it, watching her flow through it, you can see that she's got, you know, obviously a lot of strength in her surfing, a lot of power. She's really turning down on the rail, the whole rail digging into the wall of the wave and flowing through turns, then coming back for more. You know, identifying and picking waves and finding those turns all the way through to the inside and finishing off. You know, that's definitely the hardest part about the wave here, is finishing off, and she's doing it with ease on the inside corner right there. So just dominating, really looking strong, and I cannot wait to see this thing play out. Right now, the quarterfinals, as it would sit, would have the 4 most dominant surfers on tour sitting in there, not ready to go. So this is good stuff. I can't wait to see the rest of this thing play out.
It's such a good call, Strider. You think about Carissa's form into the 9s, Tyler 9.57, Stephanie Gilmore once again, almost like Snapper having to win in maybe harder ways on buzzer beater moments, but still turning in her best. It's hard to pick a favorite at this stage because they're all pushing the sport big time today.
Yeah, you know what? The fact is that they all belong to be there for obvious reasons. They're the best surfers out there. Watching them go through the water like this is just, it's poetry in motion. But I think that Steph's back. I mean, to watch her with that situation, needing an excellent score and really coming after it the way she did, she was just so strong and poised and ready. Keely cracking away on the inside there, trying to clean up the rest of this heat. Not an easy heat to be in when your opponents are dropping huge scores like that, but Keely's going to stay at work. But I really do. I think Steph's back.
Into the nines, showing a lot of great form and really keeping us on our feet, Potts, as we watch the replay here. Last to Keely Andrews, she's had a tough time in this matchup.
Yeah, she has, but, you know, if you're going to have a tough time, these are the heats to do it in. I mean, there's, you know, pretty much 3 or 4 women on the planet that could beat Carissa at this level. So if you're gonna have a shocker, do it in this round. You know, it's a no losers round. Keely's going to have another shot. We might even have the boys over at the box getting some stand-up barrels. Keely, here she goes again.
Keely just trying to get a rhythm in the matchup. Clean snap through a messy section. See the wind just blowing right in her face. She'll jam it again. I love how she's just sticking to her game plan, even though she's in a big combination. She loves to feature that clean hack. I was talking to Chris's dad in the past, and he just talked about how you finish one event, even if you win it, you basically are starting from scratch, just with boards to ride, getting a game plan down on what's scoring. Chris has some room to play around on the left. She'll just check it out real quick. Our world champs all throwing down nines for us in the last 3 heats of the contest to set up the quarterfinals. Courtney Conlog in the first one, then all the world champs will be back to back to back, and joined by the winners of the round 4 matchups, which could be out there tomorrow as this one continues.